Thanks, Joshua. We are following some developing news out of Madison County. We're learning that the judge has denied a motion for a mistrial in the Hunter Chenoweth trial. 5 News reporter Jacob Luthi is in the courtroom today. He tells us the motion came after the defense claimed that new evidence had been shown to the jury that had not been properly introduced as evidence. Jacob says that while a special agent for Arkansas State Police was on the stand, photos were being shown on a TV screen during the testimony. But instead of showing an image of the victim's home, other images began to flash on the screen, including an image of the alleged murder weapon. The defense asked for a mistrial, saying the incident exposed Chenoweth to cruel and unusual punishment. Ultimately, the judge has denied that motion for a mistrial, and the trial will resume. The 26-year-old faces 3 counts of capital murder for the deaths of his mother, sister, and stepfather. He's pleaded not guilty. We're still working to learn more, of course, throughout the day today. We'll have the latest coming up on your 5 News at 4 and 5. And a second suspect has been arrested in Rogers after massage parlors suspected of human trafficking were hit with raids. Police say this was part of a larger statewide operation. Rogers police say Yuhi Yang was arrested earlier this week. She's accused of trafficking and engaging in a continuing criminal gang organization or enterprise. Officers say they believe Yang was one of the owners and operators of all 3 of those massage parlors targeted in the operation. They are Tulip Massage, Stream Massage, and Ping Massage. Prosecuting attorney for Benton County, Brian Sexton, says these have been on his office's radar for at least a year and a half, and lots of local and state agencies are involved in the investigation.
It's great to have so many people who are invested in this working together.
As for that first arrest, Chunli Wang is facing 1 count of second-degree sexual assault after a raid at Ping Massage Spa in Rogers. Court documents show she also worked or is connected to at Stream Massage. Sexton says they're still investigating the other owners of the massage parlors and working with local advocacy groups to help victims. Police are also searching for these people after a string of car break-ins across the area. Springdale and Rogers police say they could be from out of state and involved with a group that specializes in identity theft. They target places like gyms and then discard easily traceable electronics such as laptops and phones, but keep stolen IDs and financial documents to withdraw cash. So far, multiple break-ins have been reported in Benton and Washington counties.
Definitely hide your valuables. If you go to a gym or any public area, hide it in your car or take it with you. Utilize a gym locker if they provide those, and keep those valuables with you.
Again, these break-ins were reported in Benton and Washington counties, but the authorities say the highest frequency was seen in Rogers. An Amber Alert is still active for a 16-year-old girl from Wisconsin. Police say she was last seen with a 40-year-old man from Arkansas. The Lonoke County Sheriff believes Gary Day likely picked up Sophia Franklin from her home on Monday morning with plans to head back to Arkansas. Franklin is 3 months pregnant, and Day is believed to be the father. They say he is already on felony probation for domestic battery charges, and in December, probation officers went to Day's home for a check and found him with Franklin. A no-contact order was issued, but Day could only be arrested in December for interference with custody because of an Arkansas's age of consent laws.
It's an antiquated law, rule. We're going to work on changing that. I'm going to work with some of our legislators, and we'll reach out to them and let them know that that's something we probably should change, especially with all the trafficking and the issues that we have.
Here's another look at Day and the victim here in a second. If you see them, call 911. Police believe they may be traveling in a black Buick LaCrosse. More than 2 million federal agents face a midnight deadline to decide whether to take what is being called a buyout offer from the Trump administration. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
We have to bring religion back.
President Trump spoke about religious freedom and liberty at 2 prayer breakfasts on Thursday.
A lot of people might be surprised to hear me say that, of all people, but I think a lot of good things are going to happen because our country's got some big headaches, but we have tremendous spirit right now.
He urged unity as his administration faces opposition for plans to shrink and shake up federal government. Protesters made their voices heard on Capitol Hill Wednesday.
Without federal workers, our government would come to a halt.
An email memo obtained by CBS News warns federal employees the deadline to take what the administration calls a deferred resignation offer is tonight. A source tells CBS News more than 40,000 federal workers have already accepted the deal. The Office of Personnel Management also sent memos to the heads of agencies defending the legality of the program, claiming if employees resign, they will continue to be paid through September 30th. But unions who represent federal workers are urging caution.
There's no question that there will be legal challenges, in part because there's a question about the authority of Musk and President Trump.
Jackie Simon is the policy director for the American Federation of Government Employees.
We're telling our members to think once, think twice, talk to an attorney, a personal attorney if they have one, take a deep breath and think hard before they decide to sign the agreement.
The White House has said it expects roughly 10% of the federal civilian workforce to resign, saving an estimated $100 billion a year in costs, and arguing it will make government more efficient. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
President Trump announced he will create a new commission on religious liberty and signed an executive order to have the U.S. Attorney General lead a task force to eradicate anti-Christian bias. Well, we're learning Google is cutting some of its diversity hiring targets. The tech giant joins a growing number of American companies that have abandoned or scaled back their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The move was outlined in an email sent to Google employees. It follows an executive order issued by President Trump that was intended in part to pressure government contractors to end their DEI efforts. And check this out, the soaring cost of eggs triggered price hikes at one of the nation's best-known restaurant chains. Waffle House will charge its customers an extra 50 cents per egg. The company blames the bird flu outbreak, which has devastated the poultry population and led to an ongoing egg shortage. The latest government data shows the average price for a dozen grade A eggs hit $4.15 in December, up from $3.65 just 1 month before. Waffle House says it will adjust or drop the surcharge depending on the egg market, but some customers say this is the final straw.
I don't order eggs anymore. Like today, I'm getting something totally different than I would normally get, but I've just kind of stayed away from that type of diet.
The Agriculture Department says the bird flu has led to the loss of more than 145 million chickens, turkeys, and other birds since the start of the outbreak. The vast majority of them are egg-laying chickens that have been killed in hopes of slowing down the virus spread.
I love that everybody feels included. We get to all dress up in our fancy clothes, and we get to dance, right? That's our favorite part.
The spotlight shines bright in Fort Smith as Night to Shine rolls into its 9th year, transforming the city into a royal kingdom. Over 300 kings and queens take the stage thanks to hundreds of volunteers making dreams come true. For Kaylee and her mom, it's about more than just dressing up. It's about feeling seen, included, and having fun. From glitzy gowns to dancing the night away, this is a prom where everyone is a star. Darren and Tiffany will be hitting the red carpet tomorrow night as our Kings and Queens kick off a night full of fun. We'll be streaming the arrival starting at 6:30, and you can catch our live coverage from Fort Smith tomorrow evening. It'll be both on air and on our 5+ app for your smart TV. We can send you all the details on how to download 5+ for your TV. If you want to download it, just text the word plus to that number right there on your screen, 479-785-5000, and we'll text you right back with details on how to get 5+.